de la República de Turquía. Teniente General Ergin Dinç, Jefe del Estado Mayor de la Fuerza Aérea del Ministerio de Defensa Nacional de la República de Turquía. Sus Excelencias, señores embajadores, estimados miembros del cuerpo diplomático acreditado en Ankara, distinguidos invitados.
Welcome everybody. I wanted to speak my speech in Turkish, but I'm not still ready. So I will make it up to till the next time, maybe next year. So, Your Excellency, Ms. Yaprak Balkan, Director General for Latin America, the Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Turkey, Honorable Lieutenant General Ergin Dinç, Chief of Staff of the Air Force Command from the Ministry of National Defense of the Republic of Turkey, Your Excellencies, dear ambassadors, esteemed members of the diplomatic corps accredited to Ankara, distinguished guests. It is my great honor to welcome all of you here today as we commemorate the 104th anniversary of the independence of the Republic of Guatemala. On September 15, 1821, the Central American nations comprising El Salvador, Costa Rica, Honduras, Nicaragua, and Guatemala gained their sovereignty together. I would also like to take this opportunity to extend my warm congratulations to my esteemed colleagues celebrating their own national days during this month. Over the past 204 years, we have shared 151 years of diplomatic relations with Turkey. This long-standing relationship between our nations was initiated during the presidency of Justo Rufino Barrios and the reign of Sultan Abdulaziz on July 18, 1874. Since that historic beginning, our diplomatic ties have continued to strengthen. Both our nations, heirs of two ancient civilizations, have cultivated a friendship rooted in shared history and inspired by common aspirations for peace and prosperity. This legacy of mutual understanding and respect has laid the foundation of remarkable progress in recent years. Our people and governments have demonstrated strong commitment and dedication to deepening a closer and more productive relationship. In this spirit, we have sought to encourage reciprocal visits across various fields, notably the visit of Ambassador Yaprak Balkan, Director General for Latin America, last February for political consultations. This marked a significant milestone in our bilateral relations. This occasion not only revitalized our dialogue mechanisms, but also outlined a roadmap that both sides are actively pursuing. I must also express my appreciation for the invaluable support of Turkish Airlines. They have been promoting some familiarization trips. We anticipate one more such trip later this year, and by March 2026, we hope to see several additional initiatives taking shape. Together, we are working to launch new programs and reciprocal visits in the field of tourism, which will further enhance interconnectivity between our countries. In the field of defense, a significant milestone was reached this year with the signing of the Military Framework Agreement in Istanbul, in the occasion of the International Defense Industry Fair, IDEF, by our Ministers of Defense Henry Sainz and Yashar Guler. This agreement paves the way for new avenues of cooperation, and we welcome the interest expressed by companies such as Aselsan, among others. Importantly, our collaboration goes beyond national security, extending to the strengthening of our capacities in peacekeeping missions under the auspices of the United Nations. Furthermore, since the establishment of our military attaché office, now under the leadership of Colonel Byron Jimenez, we have remained firmly committed to advancing cooperation in this area, particularly in anticipation of the Defense Industry Cooperation Agreement, which we look forward to signing in the near future. This year has also seen the exchange of business delegations conducting exploratory missions. Turkey took the initiative last February with the Foreign Economic Relations Board followed by a visit of Guatemalan entrepreneurs from Invest Guatemala to Turkey in July. Beyond strengthening our trade balance, these efforts are positioning Guatemala as a reliable and forward-looking partner, particularly within the framework of nearshoring, leveraging our strategic geographic location. We are confident that more Turkish companies will recognize the same opportunities that firms such as Yilport, Saloni, and LC Waikiki have already discovered in Guatemala. As for the coffee culture, we are all aware that Turkey represents a rapidly growing market. The figures speak for themselves. With the support of the National Coffee Association and ACAFE, our embassy will continue promoting Guatemalan coffee as a product of excellence in the Turkish market. In the spirit of cooperation, allow me to express our sincere gratitude for the generous support extended by Turkey in recent years through the Turkish Cooperation and Coordination Agency TICA. Their contributions in humanitarian aid, equipment, education, and various initiatives have greatly benefited the Guatemalan people. I would also like to highlight the increasing number of Guatemalan students pursuing studies at Turkish universities, an investment in our shared future. Now, I'm pleased to share some fresh news with you. Both parties have recently agreed on forthcoming visit of the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Guatemala, Ambassador Carlos Ramiro Martinez, to meet with His Excellency Hakan Fidan in Ankara. We are confident that this meeting will pave the way for more concrete steps and bring even greater results in our bilateral engagement. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I am also delighted to make a brief announcement. One more. On September 28th and the 30th, two concerts will be held in Ankara and Istanbul, respectively, featuring Guatemalan pianist Yahaira Tubak. She's 15 years old, by the way, and Roberto Pérez Chamalet. They will enchant the audience with their rich repertoire, including 4 hand piano performances. You are all most warmly invited to attend. Before concluding, I wish to acknowledge the commitment to all the members of the Guatemalan Embassy in Ankara. Without their dedication, none of these efforts, including tonight's celebration, would have been possible. So, Juan Carlos, Stephanie, Rosemary, Begum Hamne, Sadi Hamne, Mini Hamne, and Shukru Bey, of course. Thank you all very much. I will also stop. I would also like to thank my beloved wife, Monica, for her unwavering support, wise counsel, and shared dedication to this journey. Without you, many things simply would not have happened. Finally, I wish to express my heartfelt appreciation for your presence this evening. It is my sincere hope that with continued determination, we will create new opportunities and build upon every encounter so that we may see more of Guatemala in Turkey and more Turkey in Guatemala for the mutual benefit of our nations and people. So, thank you very much.
Estimados embajadores y miembros, es un gran honor para mí estar hoy con ustedes con el motivo del Día Nacional de la República de Turquía en esta ocasión tan especial. Guatemala, the land of eternal spring, reminds us of heaven on earth with its natural beauty. And I was delighted to witness it firsthand when I visited this beautiful country to carry out the 3rd round of political consultation between our countries last February with a large delegation of business people. Even though I started my speech with a recent visit, I would like to go back in time because that's what's also a part of our celebrations today. Our diplomatic relations with Guatemala actually date back to the Ottoman era. On the 18th of July, 1874, Guatemala appointed Guillermo Kelly as Minister Plenipotentiary to the Ottoman Empire, with the aim of signing the Treaty of Friendship, Commerce, and Navigation. Names of treaties were much more romantic those days. From the late 19th century to the end of the First World War, Ottoman migrants also settled in Guatemala, known in the region as Los Turcos, because of the Ottoman passports they carried. Since these times, our relations have been driven by our aim to enhance political, economic, and cultural exchanges between our countries and our peoples. In this regard, the reciprocal opening of embassies in 2015 and 2017 was a milestone in the concentration of our initiatives. In terms of bilateral relations, would be that mutual high-level visits are important, of course, to strengthen relations. In this context, I was so happy to be able to tell our ambassador last week that His Excellency Hakan Fidan has invited his Guatemalan counterpart to pay an official visit to our country very, very soon. Apart from bilateral relations, we also cooperate with Guatemala under the framework of SICA, with the purpose of further strengthening and diversifying the relationship between SICA member states and Turkey. Up to now, Guatemala itself, only Guatemala, has hosted 2 of the 3 Turkey-SICA foreign ministers meetings. We export in general, when we look at these relations, steel, paper, and cement, but we get flowers, banana, and sugar in return. We build the bridges, you decorate and sweeten them. So thank you, Guatemala. I would like to emphasize that we're ready to take more steps to increase our trade volume. But among all areas of mutual interest, everything that makes up our political and economic, what we need is cultural cooperation. And although some people don't always realize in Turkey, the coffee inside the cup that a teenager holds at the mall is often from Guatemala. Let's not forget the saying in Turkish, bir kahvenin 40 yıl hatırı vardır, which means a cup of coffee is remembered for 40 years. Like the deep flavor of the Guatemalan coffee, may our bonds of friendship be strong, enduring, and lasting in the years ahead. Distinguidos invitados, aprovechando por su trabajo en Ankara, su hospitalidad, and I think you were mistaken. You could have made your speech in Turkish. We all know that. We heard you on TV speaking Turkish. So I expect another reception very soon. You will find some excuse, and we want to hear your beautiful Turkish. We cannot wait a year, Ambassador. Gracias.